All right, so I want this hair to kind of swoop in here. The picture looks like this. So I want that to swoop in. This is going to be dug out in here, so I need to go deeper here and leave kind of a ridge right there. So I had to put on this carver screw on this piece just because clamping it was getting more and more difficult, especially the more I rounded it. If you don't have one of these, you need to get one. If you're doing any carving with any substantial size to it where you can't easily hold it in your hands. I've got to be careful here because so where the crown is, crown of fire here, that's only going to be about maybe a 1/4 inch, 6 millimeters, 8 millimeters at the most, thick here, and then this crown of the head needs to come down behind that, and it'd be very easy to break off some of these pieces. So I've got to be ultra careful here. So I'm just going to nibble away at this and just be very careful. Get behind. Fishtail gouges are really nice because of this taper on here. I can get kind of behind things. All right, this is coming along pretty nicely. I've been working on the hair and the body down here, getting that nice and smooth. I've got some more work to do, and I'll do that later. The face is pretty close to being completed. I've got a few areas I got to fix up more for symmetry and like blending in. I know it's too sharp here. And then down in here is going to be kind of a hard area to get at, but I've got to get down in there and get that nice and smooth. But I'm going to turn my attention now to the crown of fire, and let's see how that goes. So this is end grain here, and the sandpaper was not doing a good job. It was 50 grit. It was still hard to get in there. So what I've got now are what they're called rifflers. And a riffler just is a file of sorts with these little bumps on it. It's pretty coarse. And of course I'm going to still get it to sand afterwards, but this is going to really smooth out those facets. All right, well, I'm not quite ready to finish this. I want to do some more sanding on it, and I've got some more detail work to do on it. But I'm having some issues. I'm getting a bunch of what I call fuzzies as I sand, and they just won't go away even when I go up to the next level of sandpaper. So what I'm going to try to do is I've got in here I got some polyurethane and mineral spirits. I'm going to coat the whole thing maybe a couple times, and what my hope is that it's going to harden in those fibers, and then when I sand it, then after I let it dry for a day or two, it'll work better. Yeah. So for the base, I have a design on here. I've got some Hawaiian flowers that I found on the internet, some pictures of. So I drew those on here, and I'm planning on carving into that these designs. So I went ahead and I did quite a bit on this without filming it. I didn't like the coloring of the base that I was working on, so I ended up painting it. And I didn't show that because I don't think I'm a great painter, and it's kind of boring to watch anyway. So I painted that. I have this well sanded. It needs one more coat. So I'm going to glue this with 5-minute epoxy. Then I'm going to put in the pieces for the lamp, and we should be done.